Hello. Hey everybody. It's Michael. I don't know why I'm talking like that, sorry. Hello, welcome. It's Sunday. We're getting ready for a little game dev stream. Not quite ready yet. We're just gonna wait for everybody to pop in here and then we'll get started. Everything has minimized. Let's just bring it back up here. Okay. Alright. How is everybody? Let's hope that the chat works today. I saw it pop up in my stream preview, so we can hope, but we'll just have to wait and see. So the GameMoore blob, a little boy here that is normally on the front of my menu, has lost his eyes. I'm not sure why. I couldn't figure it out yesterday. It's not really a big deal. I'm sure I can figure it out, but not on. Oh, did you see that when he spun? They're just on the back side of him. All right, well, that's a little weird. We're just gonna pretend that pretend that's not an issue. Anyway, yes, hello, welcome everybody. It's Sunday. It's Game Dev Day, and oh my gosh, I feel like every single stream I do during the whole, to quote Gamers Nexus, human malware epidemic has just been, I feel like, you know, the trailer for the 7th Star Wars movie, the reboot, when it started to come up, and it's just like the picture of the desert, and then Finn just goes like it's like he was like drowning and he just bursts out of the sand. The first like 5 seconds of the trailer, that's how I feel. Every single, like, just burst out of isolation to speak with people. It's great. But we're starting here today. My sleep schedule is so gone. Like, I don't have one anymore. Do you guys have one? Because I feel like this is just a thing that is happening to most people. Like, you wake up and, well, maybe it's 7 p.m. You don't know. So I have this to show you. I'm starting out a little bit of a menu for spawning characters, so you can like pick your characters and add them to your team. And I think it looks pretty cool. I cheated and just added the characters in as, like, these are actual characters. I just scaled them down and put them on the little projectors. So this is really broken. And also, if I go over here, no, there it is. Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, oh, the frame rate's really bad, but it's 120 frames per second, so maybe not. But I'm sure this isn't good, right? I'm sure this is bad for performance. Anyway, I can't do this because you'll see the tank and the spider. Their heads don't turn because they're constantly pointed in the direction their camera is pointing. Yeah, I like it too. Hello, Dazzling. By the way, welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, I like this idea. I spent some time with my friend, my cousin. We were trying to decide on the best way to have some kind of customization menu for picking your characters for your team, because this game's going to be, I've said it a lot of times, but I might as well reiterate for those of you that are new. This game is going to be very focused on building a team, and you're going to be able to collect multiple versions. Like, this order will be different for everybody depending on the order that you unlocked characters. So like, your first character will probably be this guy, super generic, or maybe it'll be like some gun character I haven't created yet. And like, maybe your luck just gave you 1,000 shards for this guy, and you just have like 100 of him just like filling up your menu. So I'll have it sortable, and you'll be able to like flip through it. These hologram projectors will like, you'll kind of like have a scrolling page that you can go through that show your characters. This isn't its final stage, and I don't want it to be. Here, I'll sign out, and camera's very slow. So this is what this room over here is for. that I made ages ago that I haven't ever walked into. But that's what this table or this room is for. And I've got this mat here, and this table is not final. I just decided to plop a table down because I needed something to put these on. But yeah, I'm not 100% on it yet. I just kind of made these, and I thought it would be fun to have little spotlights. Hello in my car. Thank you for the well wishes. Have a good day. Have a good everything. Hope you're well. So yeah, that's what I whipped up yesterday. I've actually done quite a lot this week. Boy, I tell you, it's been very hard finding time recently, which is really weird because I'm in my house and I'm not working, I'm not leaving my house, but it seems that this must be what retired people talk about when they say they retire and then they have less time than they did before once they retire. It's like, gosh, I've got so much to do that I plan for myself every day because I don't have work anymore that I never find time to I haven't played video games for like a week. There's been like the odd game of Risk of Rain with my cousin or my friends, and that's it. That's been like, I've probably played like 3 hours of video games the entire week, which is very strange for me because usually that's my way to wind down. But I don't know, I've just been doing a lot of things. It's been very hard to find time, which isn't a bad thing. You know, keeping busy. It's better than going insane during quarantine, so. Okay, so I did this as well. This is a manhole. Don't shoot me, please. No, don't shoot me, please. You can activate the manhole. Manhole opens, and then there's about 2 seconds of delay, and then it fades to black. And then you go to a new stage. So finally, I've started working on. This is very. I made this in like 20 minutes. This entire stage. So it's very alpha, but it was just for the sake of testing, because I wanted to see if everything was working, and it looks good, so it's good for the sake of testing. I'll spruce it up later. I'll probably stick with this idea. I was talking about this with a lot of my, I can't remember if it was the GamesMoore Discord server or just with friends, but we like the idea of robots. You know, the robots they were sent to this planet to like take care of humans, and they expected the humans to come in another spaceship afterwards, but they just never did. And now they're just on this planet alone, and they're trying to like string things together, and they don't really understand everything that's going on. So they're like, oh man, humans had manholes. We don't know what they're for, but they're there. So we better put them in because they must be important. And then underground they have this is the energy generation facility, because the planet they're on is full of, I think it's full of geothermal power. That's why humans wanted to colonize there in the first place. And yeah, that's why they're here, and this could be like a geothermal facility where they harvest energy. I think that would be really cool. I haven't quite decided yet, but I don't want it to be a sewer because robots don't have a need for sewers. And humans don't write about their poop in their instructional papers, so robots would have no knowledge of that. Okay, so procedurally generated stages. This is something we need to talk about. I'm gonna change characters. So, procedurally generated stages are cool. However, the stage itself is not procedurally generated, and I'm not sure if I want it to be, because first off, light map baking is a thing that I don't want to have to do every time the player, you or me, it's not really important, you or me boots up the game and loads into a map. Like, if you go through that manhole, I don't want there to be a minute or 45 seconds of load screen. And if these are procedurally generated, either they're not going to have any shadows baked on them, like you see, well, this is a bad example, but they're not going to have any shadows baked on them, or they will have shadows baked on them, but they'll be very, very bad quality, and the performance will suffer because we'll be using dynamic lighting. So I think I was discussing this, and we didn't really. Elzu was talking to me about it, and Darky was talking to me about it, and Scottish was talking to me about it, and we were all saying that, well, procedural generation is cool, and it does help from maps getting stale, but I think it would be better if the maps were handcrafted, and just the clutter and the obstacles, like if I had shipping containers, or if I had, you know, loot rooms and stuff like that in here, that those were procedurally generated. And the map itself was, I just had like 5, 10, 15 different layouts that you could use here, because these are really easy to build, and they're very easy to map out, and if I make my own layouts, then that's going to cut down on loading time for you guys. And it only takes like 20-25 minutes to build one of these, and then all I have to do is pop in clutter, which is easy. So yes, exactly. If I was using textures, it would work better since the maps would already be in the textures. And technically I am using textures. Like these light maps, they don't work if you don't have your objects UV unwrapped. No, I don't want to build lighting on stream, but like this is just because I moved them around the last time I built lighting. But yeah, you can bake them directly into the textures, and you can't really do that here. So you can only do it if they're static objects, which I should fix. Oh no, this all fits in here. Okay. I don't have a cube map. No. Anyway, I think the clutter being procedural is a lot more fun, and that will, because it's not going to be like tiny clutter, it's going to be like big clutter, right? So if I pop in some shipping containers, and the clutter itself will be mildly handcrafted as well, because I can have like tiles of clutter. It's hard to explain the ideas that I have in my head, but it'll be stuff like this, right? You pop in and there we go. Where are those? Yeah, those are actually quite small. I feel like shipping containers are bigger, but yeah, like these serve as obstacles in themselves. So you can't even tell really that this layout is super generic and samey, especially if I have 2 or 3 different layouts. So I think that's fun. I think it's more fun like this. I don't know. I like it. And if I was going to procedurally generate it, like the code would take, like you said, when you have more time, you'll work on procedural generation. But like, when are you gonna have more time than this? Like, we're stuck in our houses, unable to do anything, and like there's no time because it takes so long. It takes so long to do this kind of stuff. So I don't know. Procedural generation. That's hard. But anyway, yeah, that's what I was doing this week. So now that we're 15 minutes into the stream, let's get started. Let's pop back in here to the main menu. Take several swigs of coffee. Gosh, I'm tired. Ooh. Okay. How's everybody doing this week? Everybody happy? Despite not having a lot of time to work, I've been doing quite well. What the fuck is going on here? Why is it like that? It's like there's a light over here That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I need to rebuild light maps. Yeah, yeah, I have not been bored. I've spent my whole life preparing for this moment. I have so many hobbies. Oh, procedural stuff on Blender is so fun. It's so fun. That's a very good skill to have. If you have some time on your hands and want to try something procedural that is challenging, try making barbed wire. It's very satisfying. And quite useful. But only if you're using it as like a bigger mesh because, you know, it's high poly. It's fun though. Alright. So, there's a few things that I need to do. One of them is a table for this, like a hologram kind of table. I don't want to go too crazy with it, so it won't take too long. Decorations in here, of course, are a must because it's quite empty right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do this side of the room with or use it for because like I feel like something has to be here in the options menu. Maybe like so that your characters are going to level up because they're all going to be individuals. So maybe like a customization zone. I don't know if I'm going to have characters equipable, but that would be fun and relatively easy to do, just not visually equipable. Maybe visually equipable, it depends on the we'll get there later. Not important right now. But yeah, you got to decorate that room for sure. And then the big boy, the chunky boy, which I will pull up here so you guys can look at him. Another variation of him needs to be done, and we also need to do animations. So those are two things that we could work on. Or we could just roll a random option. Is there anything you guys would like to see me do? I'm gonna pull over Dazzling Void's GIF that he sent me here of the procedural textures he's working on. It's procedural textures are so goddamn satisfying. They're so good. They're so good. I love it. Excellent job. Why is it running at 80 FPS now? Wait, I deleted that robot and it went up to 120 FPS. What the fuck's going on? No, it was just a fluke. Never mind. Okay. Okay. So Dazzling says, do whatever you need. I don't know. Can you guys think of any decorations for in here? Did you see the stuff from No Devember? No. Assuming that's some kind of game dev jam. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So I have not seen it. My only interaction with the game dev community is Twitter. I don't know if there's anything else out there that I'm missing. What is it? It's like people working on stuff for games, or is it just like a big event, a Twitter event, or what? Yeah, nodes are good. I like nodes. In Blender? I'm assuming? Or Unreal? I'm just gonna simulate and look at this. I really like the way it looks. I'll turn that UI element off. But not... get out of here. You're ruining my cinematic experience. What is going on over here? I'm just gonna break the game. Hold on. Bye, idiot. Okay. Can you guys stop exploding? Can you stop? How are you not dead yet? Go away. Jesus. Okay. All right. I need to trim down the ridiculousness of dodging because it's not good. Okay. I just want to look at this. I think we should work on a hologram table. I don't have any ideas for it though. And I don't have any ideas for decorations in here. Oh, and Blender and Substance Design, and that's cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about No November, so. Do you guys have anything that you would do if you were making a table with these things on it? I have these running at a really low tick rate, by the way, because I wanted it to be the same tick rate that anime runs at. So it's going at 12 FPS when they turn. That's very broken for the spiders, though. Alright, well, let's just start whipping something together in Blender and see what sticks. Okay, so let's first, before we do anything else, we'll draw something. See if we can come up with a little bit of a schematic here. So the room's like this, so we have to adhere to this confine. Maybe something like this with like a big terminal here. And then the table here. I think most of the table is just gonna be for show. I don't think most of it is gonna do anything. I think table will just be here. I don't want to make it any bigger than what it is here, because any bigger and it just kind of like gets clunky. So your camera is going to be like right here. Something is causing me to go down to 12 FPS. Probably infinite robot spawning, because I never fixed the spawning algorithm. It's fine. Yeah. So your camera's going to be like right here. So like everything over here is just going to be like set dressing. So I guess we could have walls up on both sides and just kind of like have tech sci-fi stuff looking. Just gonna search hologram table. Let's see what comes up. Wow, all of these are really boring. It's just like a table with holograms in the middle. I mean, I guess we could do something like that. I'm thinking the table from Avatar, if you remember. It's just like a very boring looking table. Trying to think in terms of like making the rest of the room look good too. Would a regular table work? I don't know. I was thinking that too, but you've got to keep in mind that you have to be able to have an infinite number of these. Maybe it would work. I want it to look like you're doing something in like a technical environment load. Like this interface is what your character is accessing when you're customizing your team. I'm not sure. It'd kind of neat if we had something going on like this, where like your interface made it clearly visible that you had like boxes on the side and there was like sci-fi looking stuff here. But that also feels kind of cluttered. I don't know. I don't think I can do this on stream. I don't have any idea for what to do. Hey Elsa, welcome. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything on stream. I'm just gonna roll the table, the wheel, and we'll see what we get here. This might be difficult because I'm going to do it with horde mode on. Let's see what we get here. Oh no. Carp flag. Oh, I haven't done... Nope, can't do that. Can't do that because I haven't figured out cloth physics yet. Stop! Interiors for houses. Ah, God damn it! Wait, no, it said exteriors. No, we've escaped. I'm not making a robot on stream, Elzu. Fuck off. I have 2 unfinished robots. I'm not making another one. Elzu, I'll ban you. You're an admin, but I'll ban you. I'm not making another unfinished robot on stream. I want to do something that, like, I've done so little this week in terms of things that actually, like, add to the game and get it closer to completion. So if I spend like an entire day doing a fucking baby toucan, like it's just wasted time. So no, I'm not gonna do anything that doesn't get me closer to completion. A lot of stuff just like the light map just broke in this map and I'm not sure why it happened. Like hello, I am a manhole that is bright blue. We could work on stuff for a new map if you guys have any ideas for maps. Elzu, I swear to God, if you invite Dazzling Void to the Discord server, I will end you. I kind of have a cave. I mean, I made this, started on this, and then kind of didn't go anywhere with it. A cave, though. A cave. We could do a cave. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to be invited, but Elzu has a habit of inviting people that are already in the Discord server. Last week he was like, "In my car, I think I recognize you. Are you in here often?" And he's been on the stream every week for like the past 3 months. We could start on a cave. That's something that I shouldn't have too much issue doing. The only problem will be adding, like, keeping the sides together. A big airship map? That sounds difficult and unnecessary and small and not fun to play on. And also, it would not fit with my art style at all. Low poly plus stylized plus steampunk equals not good. A sky island. A skyland, if you will. What is involved in a sky island? I don't know if I want to do a cave. I don't know why there would be caves in this game. No, you know what? You know what? Everybody hates cave maps. Fuck caves. No, also, I'm not doing it. Cave maps are the worst. It's like, wow, I can't see anything, and there's spiders everywhere, and I can't dodge them because there's no room to move, and the tiles don't match up correctly, and I have to do extra work because I want to make it look that. No, I'm not doing a cave. Never mind. I hate this. Sky Island sounds fun. But I am not filled with inspiration today, which is unfortunate because I'm doing a stream where I have to be. What's the best way to do this? What is eolic energy? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh my god, I need a new mouse so bad. Somebody donate me a mouse. Are we not allowed to ask for donations? I feel like we're not allowed to ask for donations. Never mind. Don't donate me a mouse, please. God. Okay, you can't change these to flat shading. That's nice. I like that. Oh, like natural energy, yeah, like Elsie said. That seems hard. And also, I want to have like a fairly believable world, and as soon as you get into Sky Islands, it's like fantasy. I don't know. What is happening? Why is it going? Oh my god. Let's get rid of this. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Advanced civilizations make things that make them advance further. A robot is good because it can accomplish tasks for you. A sky island doesn't accomplish anything. Especially, like, if there were humans here, you could just say it was like showing off. But there's not. It's just robots that have been put on a planet to colonize it. Spaceship. Yeah. But likely that would be like out in... I mean, they're robots. They would have deconstructed the colony ship. And also, it wouldn't be much of a colony ship because they're robots. It would just be like a box with supplies for the robots to build themselves out of. That's why it got there first. So if they're efficient robots, there would be no remains of the colony ship. Elzu, you weren't here when we were talking about this. So I, in my main menu, I can go into customize menu, and you've got this area where you can select different characters you can pick. As you collect them, they show up here. So this is cool. I haven't finished it yet. I just started on it, but everything in here is placeholder except for the platforms. The autocannon boy is very broken because he doesn't have animations. So we could do animations for him. That could be today's stream. That's an option. But the other thing I was going to ask you, since you're here now, is this room is going to be the customization room for like customizing your mechs and everything. Do you have any ideas for like this table's placeholder? I just popped it in because I needed a surface. And the rest of this room is empty. So I don't know what to do here. Do you have any ideas for decorations or anything? Like a folder. Like a filing cabinet? A folder. Oh, okay. I thought you meant, for a second, I thought you meant like the metal folding machines. But those are very large. I don't think they would fit in this room. I think I have a filing cabinet somewhere. I must. Yeah, I do. The unfortunate thing with having modeled this long is I kind of have everything already. Baby shark. Do. Filing cabinets 1. Elzu mad. do. Can I have a spoken word version done by, oh, what's his name? That William Shatner. Spoken word William Shatner children's songs. This is what I want. Do. Does this only have 2 materials? Yeah, it's only got 2. Just delete that. Please don't like out people. Some people like to lurk. Most people like to lurk. I lurk when I watch streams. I don't talk to anybody. I'm part of the problem. Let's do random color. Go. Okay, so like I know that you want to be brown, but please don't be brown. Why is it only selecting brown? Oh, it's because of this. I see. No, it's still brown. I feel like that's just an Unreal bug. I'm just gonna drag it in. What the fuck is wrong with this blueprint? What is happening? Why is it this changing color? Okay. It's fine. Fucking weird. Okay. Let's change that back to gray. Okay. Do we like colored filing cabinets, or do you think it should just be a boring gray? Yeah, Dazzling gets it. Also, I just noticed that that potted plant I opened was not static, which is very bad. Past Mike. Where is it? Is it you? It's you. That's gonna break a potted plant somewhere in this map, I'm sure. Are they all? Yep, they're all movable. That's gonna break a lot of things. Very bad for performance. There we go. Okay. Do you like boring gray or boring brown? Okay. It's 1 in 1,000 or something chance when selecting a character from it that turns. Wait, what? You think you should select characters from the... Stop it. You think you should select characters from the filing cabinets? Ooh. I don't know, because that's cool and all, but like that requires animation, and animation takes time, not for me, but for the player. And if you're cycling through like 60, 70 characters you have unlocked and you gotta wait for that fucking animation, that's gonna get boring real quick. Like, you're gonna do that twice and think, oh, that's cool, and then after that you're gonna be like, this is fucking annoying. So no, that's not an option. Like, we want quick, snappy UI, and that's it. Like, background animations, okay, they can take a little while because they don't affect what you're clicking, but like animations in what you're touching, like that, no longer than like half a second. We can have filing cabinets in here, but like I don't think they fit for like a machining room, a customization room. Maybe there should be like something here where you actually see the bot you're customizing. I don't know, I just don't... There's no, like, fire in me to create machines and stuff, and I feel like that's what would fit in here. A robot wardrobe. Okay, hold on a second. It just occurred to me that we don't have a hat stand in this game. I've never modeled a hat stand before. What the hell is wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me? I'm just looking at this base ass like IKEA one, and I'm just gonna copy it. Don't sue me, IKEA. Yeah, that's good. God, can you imagine being sued by IKEA for modeling their hat stand? And not being able to fight it and going bankrupt over it and going to jail? Like, what are you in for? I modeled a hat stand and IKEA sued me. I don't know how the law works if it's not at all evident. I feel like that's not something that happens. You declare bankruptcy, but but hypothetically it's very funny. Not for the person it's happening to. It's not funny at all. It's life ending, but alright. Is this too thin? No, I think it's fine. In fact, it might be. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm trying to think of the best way to attach the arms on this. Yeah. That's the thing with furniture, though. Like, everybody copies furniture. So... especially, like... imagine the first dude that made, like, Victorian furniture. Like, if he could see... everybody copying his designs now, he'd just be like, oh. Like, I'm flattered, but also, hey, those are mine. What's this? How many verts is this? This is 14 verts. Okay. Delete. Cursor selected. Shift A. Circle. 14. I hate that my left click doesn't work 30% of the time. It's not enough for me to get used to clicking hard, but it is enough for me to get angry when it happens frequently. Bridge edge loops. Now, yeah, just like that. I'm starting to get used to the broken ass smooth vertexes with like vertices with the having to click the mouse. You have to like do it and then immediately left click, and like sometimes it works. Sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. Okay, see you, Elzu. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Okay, so a lot of these. There's two different. Wow, that's very thick. Maybe we shouldn't be so hot to trot. If I could be so bold. Yeah, just like this. A lot of these just have like one of these. And for the sake of keeping vertex count or try count below 1 million, I think. It's very high poly, and I don't know if. Let's try and dissolve a little bit here, because this is a lot. Oh my god, yeah, that double... Do you have a Razer mouse? I had that issue with a Razer mouse I had for years. Not years. I got a new mouse by then, but for a long time, I did. Just as I say, I'm starting to be okay with the smooth vertexes. It's like, hey, do you want to go to 3 right away? No, stop. Please. It's a Modest Mouse with a few years out. Okay, Modest Mouse. That's a band. I mean, in your defense, my mouse is also from Staples, so... And I think it was broken when I bought it, so I'm never buying a mouse from Staples again. What the fuck? Why would you do that? I see. Oh my god, just... Yeah, and unfortunately I didn't keep the receipt because I was like, Staples wouldn't scam me, but now they've lost my business. Fuck you, Staples. And your eyes. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh my god, please stop. Please stop with this bullshit. Bevel. Bevel. Pivot! Okay, we're going inside. We have to go deeper. I'm making this work. I'm making this connect properly. I have to. It's my duty as a Canadian. My fellow Canadians, our hat stands need to have good geometry. It's gonna be hard, but together we can do this. Why is my Barack Obama Canadian? Southern. My fellow Canadians, eh? Our headstands. Oh, they're looking a bit fucking lopsided there. Okay, so what do we got here? We can probably just take this. And then select the sides and duplicate and just bring it down, and then take one here and then rotate it 45 degrees, and then all we have to do oh my god, okay, is this and this and this and this, and then delete the inside faces. Did it do any weird triangles? Of course it did. Of course. Of course. Okay. Yeah, in hindsight, rotating 45 degrees. Of course it wouldn't have made this easier for me. Wait, what's going on here? What the hell is this? Never mind. I don't know why I thought something was up. It's fine. It's perfect. Topology fine. Okay. I need to... Do you think we could just twist these? Will anybody be able to tell? Shit, you can't tell. You can't tell at all. This is perfect. Okay. Just put on matte default. Yeah, that's perfect. Think these should be separated a little bit? Probably, right? Because, like, gotta have room for the hats. And then on these, they usually have like a... This is very tall. This is very tall. Does not need to be this tall. I don't know why I made it like 3 meters tall. It's like taller than my apartment. Okay. This is only for boss mobs to put their hats on. Normal mobs cannot. Or giraffes. Giraffes are... Oh yeah. Okay, I know what we're doing after this. We're making a fire hydrant. I also want to make like loot boxes. Oh god, don't quote me on that. Like boxes that you can activate that are you find in buildings that don't cost any type of currency to open other than your own... Listen, I'm not... No pay to win, okay. So I want to make like boxes that you can find loot in that are not loot boxes. I'm not EA. You know what? I can just cheat. Anyway, the loot boxes, I want to have them like, which are absolutely not loot boxes. I want to have them like be fun and be silly looking. So I want to have like very goofy designs for them. Because like I'm not 100% on realism, right? I just want to have fun. So I don't know what I can do for that though. Why the fuck? Why are there faces in here? I selected them and I deleted them. Delete faces. Come on. Come on. Delete faces. Delete faces. They're still there. What the fuck is happening? Why is the shading stupid? Never mind. You're out of here. I don't want to deal with you. I'm gonna cry. Okay, just you. G. Extrude. Control L. Control N. Extrude. Scale. Pivot. Select you. Select you. Interior faces are selected. Delete faces. Are we good? Did you do it this time? There we go. Okay. All right. We have made some progress. Merge by distance. Yeah, I know, but like, it should have happened in the first place. Can we talk about how merge by distance was renamed from remove doubles? Like, why? Why would they do that? Does it make it easier for people to understand if they do that? Well, it is the same. They literally just renamed the tool. Like, remove, if you search remove doubles, it's no longer there. I'm in caps lock. I don't know how that happens. I don't know, like, it seems like a weird choice. Just alienating. What's 360 divided by 8? It's probably 22.5. Did you see that? It deleted the inside face. What? Look. When I hit... No way, I didn't know it did that. That's cool. Well, that's exciting. Moving on. Momentarily very excited over that. I don't want that. I only want the edges. I hit Y by mistake, which split the faces, which I did not want. Oh my god, it's because I've got that. There we go. Okay. We're back, baby. Click, please, for the love of God. I swear, if selecting meshes was set to right click, or wasn't set to right click for me, it would be a nightmare. I would always misclick everything. What is going on here? There we go. Okay, we're getting places, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this because these things are like, I think they're for canes. I'm going to put a sword in it, but I think they're supposed to be for canes. Oh, or umbrellas. If you like to dance with tomatoes. VeggieTales. Yeah, I turned it off immediately when I switched to 2.8. Because yeah, it felt super weird and unfamiliar. I don't know. I can understand why people would do it, obviously, because like, you know what also felt weird? When I started using Blender and using right click to select things, but it's a preference thing, and that's why options are good. Options are excellent, and everybody should include them in their programs. Okay, let's just add a second material here. Actually, why not need a second material? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, let's keep it simple. One material. One material to rule them all. Do you think we should make these a different color? I don't think it matters. But, let's test it out and see. If you don't know, try it. You, and the base. I screwed that one up. There we go. Ah, looks better, doesn't it? Okay, and then we'll add a little cap at the top that's that color as well. Do. There we go. We could add little caps on the ends of these too, but that's just... Yeah, I used 2.8 prior to the beta being released, so it was like the very first version. And it was very buggy, but it did allow me to import my 2.79 settings almost immediately, so it made my transfer over to 2.79 very quick and easy, which was nice. 2.8, not 2.79. I don't know why I said that. If this doesn't look good, I'm not going to do it because then it's too much topology. Still like it more to start stuff using ortho refs. What do you mean? You like what more? 2.79? Or left click select, or? How the hell does caps lock keep getting turned on? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I always did. I always added an empty and then turned it to an image empty, which is literally what Blender does. So for me, it's fine. That's what 2.8 does, just by itself. So I don't mind, but I can see how that would bother you if you weren't used to it, because you have to fight with it. Again, it's... are you there's not another way to do it the other way? To add it in as like a background? Surely there... is a way to do that. They wouldn't have removed that, right? Oh, that's weird. That's super weird, because that was, like, a lot of people used that. A lot of people preferred that. That's a weird choice. I can't believe that. Oh, that's interesting. If you do this, then it's a background object, so it always stays behind your. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's nice. I mean, if you're into that. Let me select the dumpster. But not the same. Kind of nice because you can move it around though. I mean, the solution to that is save it in your startup file. That's what I've done with a lot of my stuff. Like, yes, the Toon Shader is more work in 2.8 as well, but I just save it in my startup file so I don't have to do it every time. You only have to do it once. All these potted plants I've got open. No! Oh, I closed the construction script. Okay. I'm using random for a hat stand. This is unnecessary. Just do this. I don't know if you guys have ever played it, but there was an old anime style game that I used to play called Mabinogi back when I was in like high school. And why did I simulate? It was very ugly. It's probably one of the more ugly games I've ever played. But it looks really bad. What was I saying? Oh, but the advertisement I saw for it was a advertisement for a mobile version of the game. And Mabinogi, I'll type it in chat here. So like the company, it's done by Nexon, so like we're all aware of Nexon. They're very pay to win. It was a Korean RPG, as most of their games are. And the game I saw was like a mobile port, and it was beautiful because like back then the computers we had back then were weaker than the phones we have now, And the phone was like, the game was all like cell shaded and stuff, and like it's got this awesome style with like really cool shaders. And the video released in like 2016 or 2017, and it looked so good, but the developers have just gone silent on it, which really sucks. And ever since I saw that, what the fuck did I do? Ever since I saw that video, I've just been like, man, I really want to play Abenaki, but I don't want to play the one I remember. I want to play the one that was in that trailer, and it doesn't exist, so that sucks. Is it not 14? It's 12. The game is still active, by the way, so like you can play it, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's not good. Played a few games from next on the Kingdom of the Winds. Kingdom of the Winds. Kingdom of the Winds. One of the really popular games is Vindictus that I played a lot of. And another popular game is, what's it called? Dungeon Fighter Online? Yeah, Dungeon Fighter Online. And I played the fuck out of, well, my friends, I never played Dungeon Fighter Online, but my friends played the fuck out of that. And this looks kind of bad, but it's fine because it's a weld and it's supposed to look bad. And there's a game coming out now that is called, well, they say it's coming out. Nexon's notorious for canceling games, but there's a game supposedly coming out now called Project Barbecue. I don't know why that's the name. Weird, but I really want it because it looks like Vindictus, and Vindictus is probably my game that I've had the most fun with in terms of combat. I've talked about it a lot on the stream because a lot of the inspirations for the combat in this game come from the very simplistic but very fun action combat. It's quite similar to Dark Souls in combat, but more in depth. But yeah, Dungeon Fighter Online successor called Project Barbecue is coming out. It looks a lot like Vindictus, and I want it. Terra. I tried playing Terra. And I could never get into it. The combat, so like it's been lauded as this like wonderful action combat game, and I tried playing it and I was like, all right, well, this is gonna be my Vindictus, and it's like, oh wow, it's tab targeting combat. Wow, you move to dodge. There's not even a dodge. You just click to like move left and right, and you just I hate tab targeting, and I hate hotbar combat. It's those two are like, any game that says it has good combat, like, I don't care if it is good combat. I don't care if you like that. I hate it. I can't stand it. It just feels fake to me. Like, sure, you have a lot of control over it, but like, I like combat or combo styled combat, and that is not what that is, unfortunately. This sword is too big. It's not gonna fit. Put the K-bar in. Ever played Black Desert? Yeah, Black Desert was close to Vindictus, but not as good combat-wise. And Black Desert was extremely pay-to-win. Like, there's... I listened to a podcast called The Unmade Podcast, and it's the guy that does Numberphile on YouTube and his friend coming up with podcast ideas, like silly podcast ideas, that they'll never do, but like, you know how sometimes you're like, every kid and his dog has a podcast, and like everybody's thought about starting a podcast. I don't care who you are, you've thought of starting a podcast. And the podcast he makes, they just like come up with ideas, and one of the last ones I heard was automatic veto. Like, what is it that makes you just immediately say, nope, not doing it, to something? And like, a lot of what they suggested was like actors or like foods or tastes or something like that. But like, I automatically thought of like that stupid RNG, like you can go up to plus 15 on your gear, but every time you level up, it gets more and more probable that you're going to break your gear, and when you fail, you can completely destroy the gear you spent 15 million coins on at a low bar. And it's like, that's an automatic veto for me. I will not play a game that has that system. I have not played Sea of Thieves, and I have no interest in it. Why doesn't this look right? Because it has to be... Yeah, maybe that's why. I know it's for umbrellas, but fight me. Okay. I don't like the way the helmet looks on there. It would be cool if this filled up as you unlocked the hats, because like a lot of hats, like for example the glasses or the frying pan, they just wouldn't fit on here. But like as you unlocked hats, they just kind of appeared on here. That would be kind of fun. Why don't I have a wiggly giraffe hat? Why exactly do you suggest giraffe? Have I spoken about giraffes in length on this? I don't remember. Oh. I have no memory of this. So here's the thing. It's the same issue for the sloth hat. I want it to wiggle, but I don't know how to do that right now, and I need to put some time into learning, and I can't do that on stream because learning things on Unreal Engine means just like clicking things until something works. So, a lot of these hats have like invisible interiors, and that's not good. Oh, yeah, my girlfriend wanted a giraffe. Well, something similar to a giraffe. I don't want to spoil what it is that she wanted me to make, but I'm going to make it. You'll see. You'll definitely see. I don't know if I said it or not, but we're making a fire hydrant now. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I'll be right back. I just got an Amazon delivery of cat food and dog food. Okay, we back. All right, fire hydrant time. Hi, Whiskey. You already have food in your bowl. I'm not feeding you again. No, go away. Not now. Okay, so let's keep this relatively simple. We don't want to... There are very specific lines and things on fire hydrants, but I don't want to go too in depth because it will be very high poly, and we don't want that. So we'll just keep it pretty simple. Whoa, what the hell was that? That was weird. Okay, let's get the shape first, and then we'll work on the rest later. Okay, you and you and Whiskey, I'll fight you. What's that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do this. Same as last time. Same as the hat. How did that not delete? Okay. Oh, I see. I made a grave error. Okay. Because fire hydrants are asymmetrical. Okay. So take this, and we will check it's 16, so Shift A, cursor selected. No, fuck off. Am I retarded? Oh, I'm hitting Control, not Shift. go. And then I guess we could do this. They have like little. Some of them are asymmetrical, or some of them are not asymmetrical. Some of them are, but I think we're just gonna go for this because it looks good. What's that? 8? Yeah, perfect. Shift A. Yeah, you know what? That's easier. That's easier, and it might look better. We'll see. By the way, update on the RuneScape situation. I've shown the game to my girlfriend. She's done all her work. All she needs to do is exams, and there's no studying involved for that because, you know, open book. So we've made progress. So it's a thing we might see in the future. Because I still frequently get cravings to play that game, unfortunately. Give cat love. I give cat love when I'm not streaming. But he's dumb. And all he wants to do is lick me. And he licks me, he wakes me up to licking me, and it's horrible. He also farts on my face, which I do not enjoy. That looks like a nipple. How do we make that not look like a nipple? I don't know. I don't know how to make that not look like a nipple. I think we might just have to concede to nipple them. That's a sentence. I didn't think that through before I said it, I'm sorry. Okay. Now, something very important I want to do with this median point, with this fire hydrant, is make the top come off. There's a reason for that. I can't divulge the reason yet, but you'll see, I'm sure. I'm being very secretive with my fire hydrant. Trying to give this a little bit of personality before I finish it up here. Give it some roundness. I'm making a list of weird things you said. Excellent. Timestamp them. That makes me very happy. Is it worth making these round? Yeah, it is. Looks really good. But I will only have, what's 360 divided by 6? Is it 30? No, that's not right. 360 divided by 6. I can't do basic math. I didn't left click. 360 divided by 6. 60. 30. Okay. 50. Whoops. Okay, and then one more bevel here. And that's a gall darn fire hydrant. Now, fire hydrants are typically only one color, maybe two if they're British, but this one is only one. So now we have to divide it into two separate objects. Select the nipple. I've made a boo-boo. There we go. This is not the way fire hydrants work, but I don't care. Leave me alone. There's a reason, there's a reason, there's a reason, there's a reason. Yes, this is fine. Okay, save as. We're going to go for roads. No. Well, I'll just put it in residential. I don't care. Okay, and then export. Unwrap them. Gotta unwrap them. The bolts aren't connected to anything. The bolts aren't connected to anything. The bolts aren't connected to anything. God damn it, Elliot, you're right. Okay. So then... Okay. Okay, fine. I guess. You're so right, it hurts. Okay. Oh yes, and that's needs to have a little bit of a lid. That's fine. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Now the bolts are connected to something. So let's go to this, and we're going to go ahead and find the location the manhole cover is located in. Street stuff. Import. And I think we're in residential, and fire hydrant and fire hydrant lid. Import, import. And I'm just gonna steal the beach chair. You ever get so angry that you turned a fire hydrant into a beach chair? Wait, beach chair into a fire hydrant. That's more correct. Do. Red. This is going to be used in a few objects, I think. Maybe. We'll see. The lid has to be marked as movable. Let's pop it in the level, see what it looks like. That's a fire hydrant, all right. That's looking nice. That's looking nice. Wow, nice. It's recognizable, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have a timer because I don't feel like making this activatable right now. It's going to go for 3 seconds and then physics. Oh, I need to collisions. Okay. I don't remember how to simulate physics. Impulse. And that's just gonna be random vector. See if it works. 3 seconds. Well, it worked. Oh, Elliot, you didn't see. You weren't here when we tested this. You can open the manhole. It's very big. I didn't mean for it to be so big. But yeah, it takes you somewhere else. It takes you to another map. It is one of the many things I will be using to take you to different maps in the main menu area. So there is a chance you fall down the manhole if you press E on it. I need to work on the UI, the activate UI. It's really bad, but we'll worry about that later. I don't know why there's this big light in the center of the map. It's, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird, it's very weird. There's a dynamic light in the map that's just like moving things. Anyway. Okay, let's figure this out. Impulse isn't working. Let's just turn it up. When in doubt, make the vector bigger. Come on, fly straight up. Fly straight up. Do it. Judging by the fact that it just fucking vaporized, I think it's working. Let's make this. Where's it disappearing to? Okay. Change it to 100. Test it. I wonder if it's because it's like choosing no. Oh, okay. All right. We're in the sweet spot. Let's make it 300. Okay. All right. Nope, I just made it 70,000. That's too much. 700, please. Woo! That's fun. That's too much, but it's fun. Okay. Okay. it might have been fine the way it was. You think we can make it spin too? Add some rotational velocity to it? Hey buddy. Yeah, let's add rotational. Angular velocity. Add angular impulse in degrees. That's what we want. That's what we want. And isn't compiling? There we go. Okay. This over here again. Show you guys what I'm doing. Maybe this would be better. I don't want to have to make more math. No, we're gonna have to do it. You know what? Let's just hook this up and see what happens. It's gonna break. It's gonna break, but it's for science. Okay. It didn't spin at all. What's happening? Oh, it is working. It's spinning wildly on one axis, but you can't see because it's symmetrical. Okay, so that's fine. So what we'll do is this times float, and it's just gonna be times 10, and that's going to be what we use. And boop. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now let's have a little fun with this. We're gonna make all of them go crazy. And then we're gonna make this delay random float. Random float in range between 2 and 5 seconds. Look, we're being productive. This is part of the... Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great. Could even be used as an environment hazard, but that's... You'll see. You'll see what they're for. I don't want to spoil it because it's fun. Oh, it's wonderful. Does the fire hydrant itself have collisions? I don't think it does. Okay. Let's see if that breaks anything. Nope. No, it's pretty good. Looking good. Oh, but it doesn't, they don't hit each other. What's going on there? Why don't they collide? That's weird. Do they not collide with each other? Because of that? Let's try that. Make a fire hydrant gun. Already there. Why aren't they colliding with each other? Does this not have collisions? What's this set to? That would do it. What's this set to? There we go. That's the behavior I wanted. Fire hydrant gun. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, right. The behemoths in Fallout had like fire hydrants that they used as weapons, didn't they? Well, I'd say we've been very productive today. This has collisions, and they're very big. What's the hotkey for this? Alt-C. Alt-C. Okay. Yeah, I made the collisions on this as big as possible, so it was easy to click, but I can probably smaller. Also, the manholes themselves are just giant, and they don't need to be. Yeah. That's good. Okay, let's get rid of all of these but one. I will be placing these manually later on, but it's just too much work to do right now, so we won't do that. Keep the original. Yeah, I kept the first one. Okay. What are the chances? 100%, because I deleted all of them except for the last one, which was the oldest. Of course. Okay. God, I'm dying. Okay. Oh yeah, I made these too. I forgot to tell you. Drop pods. They got big spikes on the bottom, so they're gonna fall from the sky and they're just gonna slam into the ground. And there's gonna be like little particle effects when they hit the ground, and that's gonna be how you spawn. Similar to Risk of Rain, but I'm gonna have a lot of different ways to spawn. I also want you to be like there's underground maps, of course. So I also want you to be able to spawn out of the ground, which is going to be fun. I'll basically use the tubes that I made from Turret Party that come out of the ground that spawn the balls. So that should be fun. Among other things. That's another thing I did this week. Drop pods are fun. Drop pods are fun. That's the only reason I made them. Just felt like making drop pods. Yeah, this week has just been like a series of things that I've started to make and haven't finished. The map, the hologram thing over here. I need to make particle effects for this too, so it looks like they're kind of like holograms. They kind of just look like figurines, which is fine. One of the things on the to-do list is fixing up Shibulu because I don't like the way he looks right now. I really need to fix him up and make him look a little more believable, a little more fun, a little less gooey. He's very gooey. I hate the way his hood looks. I'll just have to change that completely. But I think that's going to be something that I'll play around with offline. Because I don't know where I'm going with that. This guy needs animations. And, you know, I'm not happy with the way this guy looks. I don't know if it's just me, but he looks lazy, and yes, he is a trash mob, and he is fairly low detail, but I think, I don't know, there's more that I could do with him to make him look better. So, I don't know, opinions? I want to make him look better. I'm not sure how. Let's go into that. Let's go into his blood file, see if we can play around with him a little bit. Thank you, Fire Hydrant. You've been wonderful. I'll see you later. Open recent, please, please, please. Yeah, cool. Okay. He just looks very square, and I'm not sold on it. So maybe now that I've had some time to look at him and decide what I want to do, I can make him look a little more fun. Whole thing. Select everybody, just bring it out. Bring it on out. Also notice that I didn't include these tubes, which I should have. So I'll do that as well. That's pretty gross. Let's fix that. What the fuck? Make sure that's overlapping here. Yeah. Mesh got moved when I moved the body forward. This could be a little rounder too. Yeah. I know I'm making him look beefier, but like, I think that's okay. What did I do? Oh, and they got deleted when I, okay. It's odd that those get deleted when you close the file. Not a fan of that. Can I make this a little smaller? How will that look if I do that? Not really, eh? Nah. No, I'll just keep that the way it is. Okay, where is your armature? Let's go to pose position. Why aren't you animating? Oh, it's because I have, okay. Needs more. It needs more. The back needs to come out, I think. This whole area just needs to be thicker. And the leg has no detail at all. I think I just got lazy. I think I got lazy towards the end of this model. Does this sound correct to you guys? Fix them up here. They're almost done. Can't have that. Okay, we're looking a little better now. Oh. Again, can't have that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Steadily better. I feel like there's some detailing we could put on the back that we haven't done yet. Any suggestions for what we can make them look like? We could put some like backpack detailing on or something, I'm not sure. Then again, he's supposed to be a very cheap robot, so maybe it's fine the way it is. Although, a little paradoxically, it's usually the cheap robots that are more detailed because they have a lot of open parts. That already looks better. I got very lazy towards the end of this. That's what happened for sure. Having fun now though, so it's good. Sometimes I think with models like this, you've just got to step back and kind of like, if you're not feeling the inspiration, it's good to take a break and come back to it and kind of like get the inspiration from it later. Because it's very obvious when something you're working on doesn't have a lot of soul put into it. It's like baking. One of the required ingredients in baking is love. Sugar, spice, and everything nice, if you will. Sometimes you get inspiration from random stuff that crosses your path. Yeah, that's very true. That's why I'm not like forcing myself to do exteriors right now or do the decorations for the crazy room. But like this, I mean, nothing particularly inspired me, but I'm feeling it now. You know, I've got it in my brain the things I want to do with this character. So why? Oh, I see. Oh, that's looking a lot better. What a change. Just a couple of minutes. You know, it might be cool if the inside of this was like open. I don't know how that would look. Let's change you to rest pose. And then I think what we'll do for the rest of the stream once this is done is just work on the animations for the chunky boy. No animations are very exciting, but that's just something that really has to be done. And it would be kind of nice if the entire process of the chunky boy was done on stream, which so far it has been. So these are not, I feel like these aren't weight painted correctly. Yeah, they're not weight painted correctly, but that's okay because the only thing we have to do to fix that is remove the painting from the torso bone. Okay, and then I just want to go in here and see what shoulder. Okay, so we're gonna remove it from shoulder. Then shoulder R, shoulder R. I hate that there's not a fucking search menu in here, like. And then this is, okay. I'm pretty sure if I do this, it only removes it for the currently, yeah, it only removes it for the currently selected vertex, which is dumb, but whatever. You know what? This is easier. There we go. Now, it's still broken. Pourquoi? Because it's connected to the arm bone. The arm bone's connected to the elbow bone. No, arm bone is connected to the shoulder bone. I'm a fool! Okay, upper arm remove, and then upper arm. Now? Yeah, there we go. I don't really like the animations for the fist guy, but oh, they're okay. Anyway, it's good. So let's go ahead and well, I mean, are we good? Are we good? Do you think? Is there any detailing we need to do here? Because he looks a lot better than he did like 20 minutes ago, but I feel like the body is a little lacking, but I'm not sure what to do with it that won't cause it to be too overcomplicated, because there can be a lot of these on screen at the same time. I don't want them to have super complex geometry. Maybe just like a weld kind of thing. Actually, you know what? Let's just. And then. made it look nicer. This kind of makes it fit a little bit more thematically as well. Because a lot of these trash mobs have these weld lines on them, and even his head has it, so I mean, makes sense, right? Sheer. Yeah. Hello, Coinmonger. Hello, Shikama. Welcome back, Shikama. Long time no see. How are you doing? You know, it probably would have made more sense to have the weld down the middle of the torso, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, and God damn it. I don't want to have to redo that. Or undo it, rather. Wouldn't be too difficult to redo it. Just be difficult to undo it. Fair to mild. Tell me about it. I know how you feel. Why'd you do that? I'm undoing it. I'm undoing all my work. But maybe it does look good like that. I don't know. Can I slide these? If I just move this all over, what will happen to the mesh? It's like doing it. Oh, yeah, that looks terrible. Okay. How about that? Okay. Whoa. Oh, actually. That looks kind of cool. Okay. And then, would it make sense to have one weld down the middle? Like if we did, whoa, what the fuck was that? And this, and then this. No, it's too much. Gotta be one or the other. Oops. Gotta turn off clipping and proportional editing. Alright, that looks better. I think that's good. We're good to go. So let's save it again. And if possible, only export the mesh. And hopefully that shouldn't cause too much of an issue when re-importing. Is the game still running? I see a lot of errors here. Oh, it's because I'm trying to access the HUD on computers, which don't have HUDs. Don't think about it. It's not exporting yet? No. Okay. Re-import, don't break.
This is gonna have filter merge boats.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez. I didn't touch the skeleton though. Oh no. Oh no. Ugh, now the fucking skeleton's broken. Shit. Oh, I've screwed the pooch. Son of a bitch. Uh-oh. I've been dancing on the edge of this working and not working for a very long time, and now I think I've finally hit the point of completely breaking this, which is extremely unfortunate. Well, the animation works. What's going on here? All I care about is the idle animation. I can do the rest well. I do need to redo a lot of these animations, so it's probably fine, but it's very broken. This might be a good excuse to stop the stream because this is really broken and I don't know if I can fix it on stream. Oh, okay. It's working again. now this one's broken. Okay. All right. we've created a problem for ourselves that I'm not sure we can fix. I'm not sure why this one is now broken. And the Gamedev one is working because they're using the same animation blueprint. Oh, Christ. I'm going to hit import. I'm going to go to... Ah, this is so broken. Just... all I want you to do is import the mesh. Nothing else. Just the mesh. Why doesn't it have a head? Oh, Christ. I don't know what's happened here. I don't know why one works and the other doesn't. What have I done? Perhaps I can delete this. What? Just fucking switch the mesh, you idiot. Just pretend that didn't happen. We'll delete it. Just, it's not there. Import trash mod bipedal. Don't import animations. Use the exosuit skeleton. Why does it import as two separate meshes? That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. You done? Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps I should... Does he default to T-pose? Yeah, he does. I mean, it's kind of fine if they're T-post, but like that, that's not gonna work when you play the game. So I should probably fix it. The correct thing to do would be to report all the animations back in with the new skeleton, because I need to do that anyway. So I think that's what I'll do. That's not going to be too much trouble, but I'll do it off stream. I think Unreal's about to crash. Okay, that's the end of the stream. I can't handle Unreal Engine jerking me around and me jerking Unreal Engine around anymore. So yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for stopping in, guys. It has been wonderful. Hopefully I'll have this all fixed by next week, but looks like we're gonna have to do some troubleshooting offline. Keep up to date with my struggles on Twitter if you're into that. And other than that, I'll be seeing you guys really soon. It has been wonderful. Thank you for stopping by to check on my little side project here, and I'll be seeing you again next week, Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good week. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face too much when you're outside or at all. And love your neighbor. Please don't hate anybody unnecessarily. It's just silly. Hate isn't worth your energy. Have a good week, guys.